Three. Hi, welcome to J&A Exposing a Hostile Work Environment at Sunline Transit. I'm Anthony.
I'm Joey.
And we are protected under Labor Code 232.5, Labor Code 6310, and our freedom of speech. We live in America.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
And you know what, bro? I'm telling you, if you're offended, then change the fucking station. Just like on television, change the fucking channel. If you're butthurt, if you're offended by anything that we say, then you know what? If you're not offended, then maybe you should take your ass and look into it. Look into what is the problem and what we're talking about, and make a change on your end.
Yeah. All of a sudden, they have time to watch the videos and, oh, I'm offended. But here we are. We got, what the heck is that? We got Tina Hamill calling me on my day off Sunday with harassing statements of investigation, BS, documentation or whatever crap. I did request to be off for the 20th, 22nd, all the way up to the 15th due to family personal issues. And Tina's words were, they deny that request and I must remain at home. Isn't that a bunch of fucking bullshit? We live in a communist country or we live in a free country? It's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, take a look at the company.
Yeah.
And again, Anthony, let's just reiterate here. These are our fucking views. Our views, not that Sunline. These are our views.
Our views. Our opinions. Yes.
I'm fed up with the way we've been treated. I mean, I had to jump through hoops at the very beginning here of when the well, we won't say, but trying to get a check on Friday. I mean, for Christ's sake, how come homeless people can wander on the property, but they're so afraid of us? I can't even go to a guard check to get a check.
Yeah,
they have to waste money to send it like that.
They deliver my check to my front door. How much did they pay that agency to deliver my check to my front door? And when you got paid on Saturday, you didn't get paid on Friday. When's your payday?
Yeah.
Right?
Friday, and I got paid on Saturday. The time before that, I got paid on Monday.
See, you ought to be paid interest on that money.
Yeah.
I want to show you something. Let me see if I can share my screen.
You know, and Anthony, and here again too. You know, if we, I can understand if we had been troublesome employees all these years. I know money they could put in their pocket.
Yeah. They got they're lining their pockets.
Yeah. I mean, how else can you describe when you got at least four buses broken down in the last 2 or 3 days? 23 side swipes. 23 side swipes.
But there's clearly not a problem with fatigue and the routes and the splits.
Oh no, that's not it at all. That's not it at all. That's just because what were we? What did the GM say that we were, Anthony? What did she say? What did she say? We're a bunch of what?
Disgruntled employees?
Yeah, yeah. What a bunch of shit.
Disgruntled employees. Yeah, that's why I've been there 26 years and you've been there, what, 15, 16?
Yeah, we've got more seniority than everybody in that White House.
Yeah.
Damn near. Just about.
Yeah. It's
just about, except for I think an individual in the reception area. Very nice lady.
No, yeah. edit.
Yep. Very nice lady.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's when is the media going to step up and listen to us? When is the media going to step up and listen? We have a failing transit system. failing company, poor leadership, poor planning. They don't listen to the drivers. They give us splits. They have us there for 15 hours a day. It just doesn't make any sense.
No.
You know what?
And then they provide, and then they know they've got buses. First of all, this is the desert. They know. I mean, right now, sitting in the car, it's 105 degrees in my location. Okay, and it's incredibly humid on top of it. So when these buses go down, you have a driver that's stuck with the bus until the exchange bus gets there, and then you got the yardman, if there is one, that comes out and he sits with the bus. And what about the passengers on the bus? Nobody seems to give a shit about them.
No, they don't.
They don't even care about the driver. They don't give a shit about the passenger. It's about putting money in their pockets. They know that these buses don't work.
Exactly. Joey, another thing I want to bring up, do you know that Sunline is dumping money in was it the SRA taxi service that's coming from the operational money that's coming from our money, the money that's supposed to be being paid to us? You know what? How are they dumping money into a taxi micro transit? It should be run by us, Sunline employees, if it's operational money. Why is it being spent to the taxi cabs and it's out of operation funds? I got to show you that slideshow. I got to put that slideshow together because I got a lot of information, and FY 23 I requested a lot of information. It's eventually it's going to come to light. It doesn't matter. For me, I'm free. Do whatever you got to do. Hey, terminate if that's what you want to do. It's okay.
If that's what you want to do, then go ahead. I agree. If we're free, we can do what we want to do. If you want to fire me, then fire me. Fire us.
Yeah.
I'm tired of playing this game.
It's like a witch hunt. Okay, well, I'm at four investigation on the same bullshit. Okay, the same bullshit. You know what? Again, if you don't like what we say, get off the channel and stop spending taxpayers' money watching YouTube at J&A. Well, we like the views, but don't feel offended by it. I mean, change the channel.
Yeah. I mean, it's as simple as that. When you watch TV, if you don't like the TV show, you change the channel. You know.
Exactly.
I mean, this. You know what? That's why. Literally, the investigator is Bob Mueller, Anthony. Bob Mueller. You know why it's Bob Mueller? Because Bob Mueller investigated Donald Trump for 4 goddamn years and found nothing. This guy has been investigating us for 3 months and they found nothing.
So you would say, in turn, this is considered a witch hunt.
It's nothing more than a witch hunt. That's all it is.
It's a stall tactic.
Whether and here again, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you got to admit, Mueller, according to the review, he did investigate Trump for 4 years. At the end, they found nothing, and that's the comparison to us. It has nothing to do with politics. It's the comparison between the interviewer interviewing us for 3 months and Bob Mueller in 4 years. They find nothing.
Yeah. Well,
how much money this is what I want to know. How much money have they spent on these interviews?
They're probably over. I would say they're over interviews and attorneys and staff and hours, everything that they're doing and their new security system and hiring this people and that people to try to make it look like we're the bad people. I think they're probably well over 150,000 on just us. That money could be going back, getting to our raises to give us a decent raise. That's going to make us and our lives better. The insurance is also going up. I seen a post on the group that said the insurance as of January
18.22%, I think.
Okay, well, hello. I mean,
Jeez.
that's the freaking bottom line. What about your buddy Dana Reed? Let's don't forget about It's not.
I just can't believe that. You know, some of these cities, we have people that are in charge of these cities. They're the ones that make up the transit board. They're trying to run a transit company. Maybe they should worry about their cities.
Mhm.
You know, maybe they should worry about the state of their cities, because should we start with DHS and Palm Springs? I mean, we could get into debates about the shit shows between Palm Springs and COD and all the stalled projects in Palm Springs.
What about that $3.8 million on that portable fuel truck system that they were supposed to get in Division 2 to help fuel these buses, because the system that they have now can't fuel these buses? Well, the 3.8 million, as Rudy LaForce stated in the board meeting, that due to politics and the infrastructure bill, I mean, he just said politics, but as I'm digging into further, I noticed that there is an infrastructure bill that you got to buy America, not China. You know, you can't rely on China. You got to rely on America. Parts made in America. Don't make it look like a political, that's political. It's not political. We got to invest in our own people. That's why we, as operators, we need more money. Stop giving the big shalon all the money, and the guy in the bottom that's doing the work, you just freaking throw him the crumbs.
Yeah.
And then you raise it. You raise the price, you give them a little crumb, you take a few crumbs back.
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, Anthony, we got hand sanitizer and some gum and energy packs and masks, defective masks.
Masks that are not medical grade.
No, it says right on the box.
Yeah. It says it right on the box, not medical grade mask. You know, and the way I want to bring this back up, Joey, because I know it's eventually going to come out again. When I sat down with Lauren Skyver and Brittany, she clearly stated, and these were her words, clearly stated that the drivers are being a bunch of bitches, that they don't want to show up to work. She's being a bunch of bitches. You know what? That's what you think of us. That's why you have us off. That's what you think of us, that we're being a bunch of bitches, that we don't want to work. We want to work. You know what? We want to work, and you're keeping us off of work. So don't play that role. Guess what? When you're under oath, you got to tell the truth. That's all I got to say on that.
That's right. And it's coming. That day of reckoning is coming.
Oh yeah, they got a court date. Yep, it's coming up. December.
And you know, and the problem is, Anthony, is between us and Sunline are the passengers. The passengers pay the ultimate price.
Exactly.
The riding public, the taxpayers pay the ultimate price.
Because they're getting left to eat.
I mean, the schools, a lot of these schools rely on Sunline to provide bus service to the schools. So, you know, with the hall pass and everything like that. Would you want your kids on a bus that has problems like that?
No. But I want to bring something up also, is that they make it very difficult for an employee to get an employee pass for their family member. They make it extremely difficult. Oh, do they live with you? Oh, are they underage? Or if it's your mother? I mean, come on, you make it hard. You give everybody else a freaking damn free ride. But how come you don't take care of your own?
Let me give you an example. 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, when both of one is graduating now, so I just have one left in school now, and they both rode the bus. I tried to get them the dependent pass. It was like pulling teeth. It was jumping through hoops. It was, I needed this, I need that. I sent pictures. I didn't get it. I mean, look at the problem I have with direct deposit.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, they give you $1,
right? Yeah. They deposit $1 and then give me a paper check for the rest. Well, I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I will just take a picture of my ID and show the driver. Well, most of the drivers, you know, they see the ID, they know who I am. They especially the older ones, they know my daughters. But there are some of them, some of the newer ones don't. You know, but that was the best I could do. That that didn't fly with Sunline. You can't show a picture of your dependent. I can't even get a damn dependent pass.
Yeah. Hey.
I can't give them a picture of me to show them. Hey, my father works for Sunline. I mean, come on.
They make it very difficult, but yet they there's all these programs for schools and dependents, and I'll give them the hall pass program. That's good. But you know, what about your employees that are pushing these buses? What about your employees that are pushing these buses? What about them?
They don't care. They don't care.
They don't. I agree.
You, me, and everybody else. We are expendable.
Yeah.
If something happens to you, they just get another driver. You don't mean nothing to them.
Yeah, that's right. They'll save on vacation because they got to pay me and you more vacation. They'll hire the new guy, give them a little 3 hours, 4 hours of vacation, or 1 hour, or whatever it is. Give them a vacation, so they'll save on vacation. But guess what? They won't save in the lawsuit. The lawsuit will get with. Yeah. You're gonna pay the piper, baby. You're gonna pay the piper. You know, it's the bottom line.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I know Lawrence Skyver watches these videos along with the crew there. I want to formally put Tina and Lauren under investigation for harassment, bullying, retaliation, and violating the MMBA, Myers-Mills-Brown Act, our labor laws that protect us. You're not going to stop us. You can try to bully us as much as you want, but guess what? There's laws that protect us. So you got to do what you got to do.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, where does the investigation begin with them? How come nobody's investigating them? Maybe I should call Bob Buller. Maybe I should call Bob Buller and tell him to investigate them, or whatever his name is. You know?
We'll call him Bob Mueller.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Joey? I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get in our head, and they're trying to make it look like they're dictators and they're a communist, that we work for a communist country. And I think that the control that they're trying to keep us locked in our homes from 9 to 5 or whatever, 8 to 5, whatever it is, that's a clear violation. It's also information for the book, because when it comes to the courts, it's also going to be exposed that every single email, believe me, I got a whole chest full of information, and they haven't seen anything. You know, that conversation that I said that we had?
Oh yeah.
Something to think about. Something to think about.
Yeah. Something to think about.
It's something to think about. Hey, when that info needs to be leaked to the press, guess what? There's so much information that will be leaked to the press.
Yeah, you know, if I were working for KESQ, or if I were a reporter at KMIR or Desert Sun, I would reach out to us, because I would want to know what the hell is going on in Thousand Palms at Sunline. I would want to know exactly what are these guys. Why are these guys making videos? What are these guys, getting at? What are they digging into? What do they know?
Why don't they come and talk to us? Why aren't they talking to us? Why aren't they reaching out to us and say, you know what, we want to hear your story. Money. Oh yeah, their pockets get in line. You know what?
Hell yes, it is.
All they want to do is break us. All they want to do is break us, and guess what? See this skin right here is thick skin. Break it.
Right.
Break it like you want it, because you know what? All this time at home, believe me, there's a lot of information.
There's a lot of information.
A lot.
We got a lot of time on our hands.
Oh yeah, they're hiding a lot of money. I'm gonna do a slideshow presentation. I got a lot of information. I got to put it together. I will present that later, maybe later tonight when I can't sleep. When
But
I
you know what really gets me, man, is how they treat us like that. I mean, I can't believe. Okay, for the last 3 months, I was going there just to the guard shack. Well, at first I was going to the admin building to get my check. I was, and there was no problem. There was no problem at all. Then I got it from the gate, from a security guard at the gate who well, he did his job accordingly to what they told him about us. You know, what did Sunline tell the guard about these two individuals? Well, these two individuals, blah 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 blah. Because I mean, he wouldn't even let me. He opened the gate. I went in. He said, "Well, wait just a second." He said, "Who are you?" I had to show him my driver's license. He took that and he made a call or something like that, and then he gave me my license back, gave me the check, and told me to turn around at the gate and leave. I was like, "Well, Jesus Christ!" After all these years, now it's a shit show every other Friday just to get it. I mean, because I have a PO box. I've had a PO box for years.
Yeah, well, that's all they need to know. They don't need to know anything else about you.
No, that PO box is a physical address. That's where my mail goes. That's where my credit card statements go. That's where everything else goes. That's where that can go too.
So what they need to do is they need to send your check like 2 days before, so it can get there on Friday. If that's the
exactly. But what I'm getting at, Anthony, is you can spit at a driver, you can assault a driver, you can do all that shit to a driver, cause all kinds of problems, break windows, everything else, cause the company money, thousands of dollars a year. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
By breaking windows. Okay? And they allow them back on the bus. But you and I, they won't even let us on the property. They won't even let us leave. They don't want us leaving the house.
But when there's
like
a board,
man.
I would like them to when there's a board meeting, they have to allow us to go to the board meeting. It don't matter how they feel about
That's
us.
right.
They have to allow us to go to the board meeting. And also I think there's a board meeting. I was checking my phone. I think there's a RCTC board meeting tomorrow that I think we need to attend. Maybe write up some notes and I think we need to attend that meeting. We just can we got to continue pushing for change. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the contract. I know that they say there's negotiations or what. If they don't come with 28, 29, 30 bucks an hour, it's a no-go.
Yeah, it's a no-go.
It's a no-go.
They need to increase the wages substantially. They need to fix the damn insurance. They need to fix the damn retirement.
Yeah.
We are entitled to the same retirement that they get.
Yeah. What makes them better? That's what I want to know. What makes them better besides their $100,000 salaries?
You know, I'll tell you this right now, Anthony. My father, who just passed away, a long time retiree CTA mechanic. That man worked there for almost 40 years.
Wow.
But you know what? He got. Let me think. I'm at the tail end of everything now, and I've done his bills. I don't know how long, but I know that he got $3,000 in the at the beginning, and then like I think it was 2 and 2 or 3 and 2. It was up about $500 a month at least between Social Security and his pension. He had lifelong Humana health care until he died. Okay, I know. Chicago's a big city, but so is Los Angeles. So I wonder, do MTA, do they have bomb ass benefits like that with the ATU out here? I wonder. I know that we are damn sure every transit company should be entitled to benefits like that. We bust our asses.
Yeah, we don't even get a
For the
we don't even
company.
get a cost of living in our retirement. And like Emilio said, it goes, you could either have it for 10 years or your retirement's done. I mean, you could get more money, and you know, they figured, okay, you're gonna take it for 10 or 15 years, or your life, you get less money. I don't know how they have that shit set up, but he don't get a cost of living increase. You know, back in the days, they say your $1,000 you retired 20 years ago, that $1,000 don't mean nothing. You don't get it.
Yeah.
You're not getting a cost of a living increase. So you're actually going into the welfare line. You end up going down in your retirement, where your $1,000 doesn't mean anything by the time you're up in the age, you're retired. So that's something that needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Well, people just got to stand up for what they believe in and make their own decisions, what benefits their lives, not ours.
Right.
They need to be what benefits theirs. If they want to go on strike, go on strike. Voted for
You know what? All of our members, all of our members. There's a lot of shit on Facebook about this, about well, you know, this is happening and this is not happening and we need to strike and blah blah. You know what? Go to the union meeting and demand that they handle business. Demand that they deal with Sunline and get on their asses, because we are paying them. Yeah. We are paying them to do a damn job.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, it's like telling the somebody, oh yeah, well, I don't agree, I don't like what they're doing, or I like what they're doing, but you never go to the source. You don't always expect somebody else to make the wave and you write it. You got to make your own wave. What wave pertains to you? You make that wave. You know what?
That's right.
It's only two of us doing this. Well, we got Chris Borowski and a few others that joined the movement. But it's when is it time for change? When is it time for change? When an operator is so fatigued that he gets in a major accident and multiple passengers die, then maybe Sunline will listen, the media will listen. Why do we gotta wait for that?
And that's unfortunate, but that's probably what will end up happening, because they don't care. They don't care. Sunline figures that, well, it's never going to happen here. That's never going to happen here.
Well,
that seems to be the sentiment. Because if they didn't think that way, they would change something. They would make a change by starting with a whole new planning department, maybe.
Well, look at that. Yeah, that's for sure. Look at that stabbing on the bus. Do we know what caused that? Do we know if that passenger wasn't angry because he waited 2 to 3 hours and for a bus, and the other guy was agitated also? What transpired there? What was the question? What caused that to happen? I mean, my prayers go out to the individual that lost his life, and the person that was involved in that. It's, you know what, we would like to know is what caused that. Was it being agitated because the buses were late and you wanted to get home? I mean, what was the cause of that? Is what I want.
It could be a number of problems. Who knows? Who knows? That's the thing. We will never know, because they touch on it and then it stops. And they touch on it again and it stops. Sunline doesn't bother to tell us anything. No. And they sweep a lot of things underneath the rug.
Yeah. Everything goes swept under the rug. It's now it's our time to reign, and we're gonna take that rug, and we're gonna, like I said in one of the videos, the dirty laundry will be aired. Dirty laundry. Now I want to see Garen, what's his name?
Mueller.
Pablo, or what was his name?
Bob Mueller.
He needs to vet.
Not really, but that's just my little name for him, because that's what it reminds me of.
The witch hunt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's nothing more than a goddamn witch hunt.
yeah. Well, again, if you made it this far, then thank you. If you guys can subscribe, share on your social media, that's the only way that we're gonna get our voices heard. I mean,
Yeah.
subscribe, and those that are watching around the world, that I'm gonna try to get it where we can translate it for Spanish and other languages. I got to figure that out on YouTube, but I'm going to say it in Spanish. Apoya el movimiento de estar, lo están atacando y los quieren correr. Ahora si los puede ayudar a compartir este video en las páginas, para que nuestros palabras en todo el mundo lo oyen. Gracias. And you want to say it in French?
Parlez-vous français?
All right.
Hey, I can speak English and poquito español. No, that's about it.
These are our
But
views.
but Anthony, there's a lot of transit companies that have these issues, but they're just silent, and I think that there's always somebody within those companies that has a voice.
Yeah.
And that voice needs to come out.
Yeah. And people are afraid because they, Joey, they're everything is riding on. This is a big ticket right here on us. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I know if they decide to pull the trigger in that sense of firing us, I know that we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, we'll be okay, because it's the stress of the whole matter. You're not going to stress us out as much as you call me on my day off, harass me on my day off. Guess what? I want to get paid on my day off. You calling me for overtime? Hey, I want to get paid. You calling to harass me on my day off? Investigate that.
Hey, you know what, Anthony? That's another thing I want to tell you. You know what? I lost a lot of money this summer, man. I did. I really, I mean, we got paid, and that's fine, and everything, and that's great. But, I always work. I work a lot of times, 6 to 7 days.
Yeah. I was planning to work
this summer. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Because, hey, it's summertime. You guys need the help, and I'm willing to do it. It's a mutual thing here. And boy, I was really looking forward to that. I like to work overtime in the summer.
I was actually thinking about working overtime.
Gets me prepared for Christmas, man. I mean,
I was actually going to work overtime. In the summer, the business is down, and I was planning to work both my days off, and I was going to do just a 7-day stretch, for the summer. Try to get some extra money. I'm just a worker, just like everybody else. Even though people think that we're rich or whatever, we're not rich. We're just a freaking broken guy. We don't work in management. We don't work at the White House. We don't make $100+ a year, and all this different fancy pensions and vacations and $120,000 a year dealings. Do you know that Lauren was just a parts lady?
Yeah.
You know that? And paratransit. Yeah, paratransit. That's probably why she doesn't know how to run fixed route, because she don't have any experience in fixed route. She ran she ran a paratransit. You know what? Let's focus on the east end of the valley. Why? And I'm gonna play the race card. Why are Hispanic non-speaking English in Coachella Valley, Coachella, Mecca, Thermal, Oasis, North Shore. Why are the Hispanic culture getting left out? Why are they getting their service cut and their crap is going to, I mean, the shit's going to crap. You don't care about those people because they don't speak up. The study, they don't even get involved, because I know there's a study coming up that they have to get done.
Right.
And I have the dates on that also. You have to get it done by a certain date. But what about the Latinos? What about Latinos, Coachella Mayor? What about Latinos that we're getting the routes cut? What about the Latinos in the Eastern Valley can't speak a lick of English, that need to go to work, that can't get out of the Mecca, North Shore area? What about them? Well,
Yeah.
and what about
Coachella Mayor, Raul Ruiz, Manuel Perez?
yeah,
Where are you guys at?
yeah,
You fall on deaf ears?
yeah. What about the Latinos? I mean, there's a lot of Latinos over there by Red Earth Casino. Why not run a service out there? They've been promising me that for years. Why isn't a service ran out there even as a loop, to loop it into Mecca area and loop it back? I mean, there's people out there and all next to the wood, and I know because I've done events out there, and there's a lot of Hispanic culture out there. You know what? But guess what? They don't speak up because nobody goes over there and talks to them. They send surveys by computer, and a lot of these Hispanics, Latinos, they don't have the technology, or they got flip phones, a lot of them, so they can't even get on a survey and know what the heck's going on. So there's no hands-on. That's why they're getting left behind, because here I am, born in Indio, raised in Coachella. You know what? I'm bringing heat so we can get better transit service in Coachella, Mecca, Thermal, Mecca, North Shore, Oasis. I've lived out in Mecca. I've lived out in Thermal. I've lived out in Indio. I've lived out in Coachella. The Latino needs service. That's my statement.
Steve Miller?
Oh, Miller, what's his name?
Miller, what's his name? Steve? No, that's not
that's
Steve.
not
Glenn
Steve.
Miller.
Glenn Miller.
Glenn Miller.
Yeah, he's from Indio. I don't ever see the mayor. I don't think the mayor from Coachella. She's an activist. You know, I want to reach out to her, Josie Gonzalez. Yeah, I want to reach out to her because I know she would make things happen for Coachella. Because you know what, we grew up in Coachella. You know what, we're Coachella bred. You know what, it's something that as a young kid riding a bus, even sneaking, trying to go past the transfers, right? Because they used to collect these little zones.
Oh, yeah.
It would get you from Coachella, let's say from Coachella to Indio. And then the driver would go collect a zone. And then that'd get you to the next point in Palm Desert. And then they would collect another zone. You know who was my driver when we did that as a kid? Ron Shurtell. You remember Ron Shurtell?
Oh, Ronnie Shurtell, yeah.
Yeah, and he
Good
told
old
me,
Ronnie.
he walked in and he goes, he looked at I didn't even have a zone, right? Because we didn't even have no money to get on a bus, but we used to hide in the seats and stuff. And he come by and they say, oh, zone. It's like, no, he's like, all right, don't worry about it. And I always remember that. And I told him that story, that I remember that.
Ronnie
You know what?
Shurtell.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, he was sick for a while. I know. I don't know anything more than that. I saw him years ago at a union meeting, and I don't know what happened to Ronnie.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, guys. Operators, you guys need to stand up. And if you want a better retirement, you want better pay, you want a better lifestyle when you retire, to say that, you know what, I retired from Sunline, appreciate and stand up for what you believe. Don't let anybody to you and say, oh, you're gonna get fired, oh, you're scared, oh, you just take this money or you're gonna lose your job, or that's all they're gonna give you. I mean, the reality of it is, because Joey, you and I can't do it all. I mean, we have a lot of people behind us. There's a lot of people behind us that when the court case comes into effect, it's going to be lovely, because the people's voices will be heard. Yeah.
And these people got to do it on their oath. On their oath.
On their own. They got to do it, man. Everybody
You got to, which means you have to tell the truth. You can't make up lies and bullshit.
Yeah. You got to tell the truth. And the truth will set you free.
That's right.
Hey, these are our opinions, my opinions,
my opinion,
my views, my opinions, not Sunline's opinions. We're protected under the Labor Code 232.5.
And Labor Code 6310.
And what's the best one of all?
The freedom of speech, First Amendment in the United States of America.